When you see an onion in your garden that looks like this, don't worry, there's no disease, there's no pest or anything that's attacking it. This onion is telling you it is ready to be harvested. The energy is not going into the greens anymore. It's just kind of storing up in the bulb. So that means that we can pull this onion out of the ground. When we planted onions in the spring, we planted so many. We had this in-ground bed. We had 2 garden beds that were up front. And then we also had a set of onions that made it over winter. They pretty much look like this when they're ready to be pulled, but I'm going to show you another way that you know when they're ready to be harvested. These are red onions, and you can tell by the root here, it's got the red. The whites will have more of a light yellowish green, which we'll take a look at later, but let's get this one out of the ground. Look at that. Look at that beauty. So we planted these red onions in the spring, probably early March, and we did them from sets. We've experimented with 3 different ways that you can plant onions: directly from seed, sets, and then bulbs. And the biggest or most rewarding onion yields we've gotten has been from the sets. The onion seeds, when you plant them, they take about 150 days, 120, 150 days, somewhere between there, from seed to harvest. The bulbs are a little bit less. I think they're around 120, 140 days. But the sets, when you buy them, they're about 4 to 5 inches long. They're already onions that had been grown from seed, and then they grew out a little bit. You put those in the ground and you're talking about 3 months. So 90 days these have been in the ground, and look at how great that is. We are gonna stick with growing sets because, like I said, we've had the best turnout. We might try to do seeds again. However, it would be a small amount of the onions we plant, and we would do them directly in ground instead of planting them inside and then transplanting them outside. I think we'll just have a better luck with that. So back to knowing how your onions are ready to be harvested. We just talked about when you see the greens fall over, they're pretty much ready to go. Another way that you can tell an onion is ready to be harvested, I wouldn't say it's ready, but I would say when you see it bolt, you see this pretty little flower on top right there? The onion bulb actually is no longer getting any of the plant's energy. The energy is all going up to this flower because this flower is going to turn into seeds that you can use for next season for planting. And there's a whole way to preserve the seeds, dry them out. But if you wanted to glean the seeds, you could definitely leave this here in the ground, let the flower bloom, wait for the flower to fall off, and then the seeds would be just about ready to gather and then save for next season. Or you can pull this onion like we're going to pull it out, and we're going to use it right away because it's a little more mature than the other onions, so it won't hold as long for long-term storage. So let's get into pulling this onion out. Okay, so this is a short day yellow sweet. I believe it's called a Texas sweet onion. The short days do a little bit better in our region to grow, although we kind of are versatile. We can do either way, but we have a better time with the short days than we do the long days. And that just means that we have a little bit less sunlight. When you go up north, you have the longer day onions, which means they have more sunlight for the onions to grow. Aside from being patient, waiting for onions to grow, especially if you're growing them from seed, you don't have to worry so much about things like pests There's not too much disease. They're pretty much a stick in the ground. Make sure that they get enough water, enough sunlight. And then we also use our grass clippings like we do through the rest of our garden for weed control. Thinking about the care I did for these onions, it really wasn't a lot. The fertilizer, they recommend a fish emulsion. However, what I did was an all-purpose fertilizer at the time of planting, just stuck it right in the hole. It was an organic all-purpose fertilizer. They probably could have done with a couple of treatments throughout their growing cycle. I would say go with the fish emulsion. You can spray it on. It's usually a concentrate. Or you can use an all-purpose organic fertilizer, which will work just fine. As far as watering goes, we have the drip system in our beds and in this in-ground garden here. So we put it on about 1 hour every day. And then when it seems to get to be a little too much, it's every other day for about an hour, and that's in the morning. Just watch your weather. If it's raining a lot, you want to make sure you have your drip system on a rain delay and just kind of keep up with what's going on. But aside from that, they're pretty easy to take care of. So like I said, these are not the only onions we have in the garden. Let's go check out the onions we planted in the above ground bed and we can talk about that. So these onions up here are also going to be your short day Texas yellow sweet onions. As you can see, they're a little more erect with the greens. Nobody's bolted yet. I think they get a lot of shade from the cucumbers in the afternoon sun, which is nice. But if you pull in here, we could probably pick these at any time because look at these shoulders. That is a massive onion, but it's still okay to leave in the ground. It's not going to rot or anything. It's still growing. It's still getting energy going through the greens, going into the bulb. So it's growing. However, we did have one where the leaves fell over completely. So I'm going to pull this one out. Yeah, so these are pretty nice looking fellas. And that's actually one of the smaller ones from this crop. So we're gonna get a pretty good crop of onions this year. Like I said before, we had a crop that overwintered. So we have about 25 pounds of onions right now that are curing. So come on, I'm gonna show you what the next process is, which is curing, take you to the garage. Let's go. Okay, here is where we're curing a lot of our fruits and veggies. Well, I should say just our veggies. We've got some red potatoes up here. Here's the onions that we picked a couple weekends ago. And then I'm putting the new sets of onions right here in the middle rack. This actually was where I had the garlic curing. Now I've braided all of our garlic, so that's ready for long-term storage. But essentially you want to put your onions here about 2 to 4 weeks, and you're waiting for them to get a kind of a crispy skin. I'll show you one of our older onions. See how that's like nice and crispy. This can pretty much go into storage. You're waiting for the root right here to not be flexible or pliable. It's got to be kind of crusty, you know, stiff. And then I'll just cut this off, clean these off a little bit. You don't want to clean them until you're actually ready to put them in storage. But once we cut this off, we take off the peel, kind of wipe them down a little bit, you know, with a dry rag or a towel. Then we can pop them in some place that's cool and dark. I actually have a little cubby where I keep my potatoes and onions. And then I also have netting that I put the bulbs of onions in and just kind of keep them around my pantry inside. And here's another way you can store the onions instead of laying them flat. You can actually thread the greens through the slits if you have a shelf that has open space, and they will dry really well this way. So just like that. we couldn't help ourselves. I know that I said these could stay in the bed a little bit longer because they weren't falling over. They're still growing, but I just couldn't help myself. I mean, look at how gorgeous and big these are. They're like the size of softballs. So I'm going to pick one more just so you guys could see what this looks like. Oh my gosh. Look at this baby. So massive. So the only difference between these onions and the ones that we grew in the ground, we planted them at the same time. Those are mostly reds, but even the yellows, which are the same type as this, the only difference really is that we grew these in a bed and those were in ground. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you got some information from this onion video. And remember, come grow with us.